I'm laughing so hard right now. Welcome, everybody.
Just don't screw it up this time.
Todd starts bringing out the bread machine. I'm like, is it bread day? He's like, it's my hint. So I tried to make bread the other day. I'm all red because I just got in from hunting. And I had just watched Elliot Homestead. And for you guys that, I never admitted this to you. I told him I didn't do anything different. I don't know what's wrong. And I was inspired. She was talking about just how long they've been off sugar, and she just uses honey or maple syrup.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yes. So I decided to reduce, just try my recipe by reducing the sugar and adding honey. And I know honey, you don't replace 1-for-1 with sugar. It's lesser amount. Well, it completely messed up my bread recipe. So today I'll make it normal. So Todd has bread. But that's not why I'm here. So we just put out our video on moving the chickens to the chicken coop for the winter.
Right.
And how many comments did we get? You only have 2 chickens now? What happened? Well, yes. We realized we have way too many chickens for just Todd and I. And this is how many eggs I've got in surplus right now. Because, unless we're having company over and we make a quiche, we eat eggs on the weekend basically. Sometimes I'll have them during the week for lunch, but that's 2 eggs, tops we eat 6 eggs a week,
And we used to give away a lot.
Yeah.
Because when my parents would come over to visit, we'd give them away. But now people
nobody's coming over.
Come to visit anymore. So
I'm going to do what a lot of people suggested back when we tried water glassing eggs for preservation. That was a disaster. We'll link that here if you want to go check out that experiment. But I have my silicone muffin cups and I'm going to freeze them. Holidays are coming. I'm going to just freeze them, throw them in a Ziploc baggie. And then I know that they're not going to be perfect for if you wanted to make scrambled eggs or things like that, but they're perfectly fine for quiches. Well, maybe they are good for scrambled eggs. I don't know. I've never done this. So if you guys know what frozen eggs are super good to use for or not good to use for, leave it in the comments below. I'm just going to, let me show you. Excuse my attire too. I'm just got out of my hunting gear. I don't even know if my shirt, my shirt's on inside out. So I'm going to just crack 1 egg per muffin cup and see how much we get. All right, still have quite a few left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little mini muffin tins next and put 2 in each one of those. That way if a recipe calls for 2 eggs, it's already done. Todd and I were just talking, and stick around because we think we're actually going to go throwback style today and just take you guys around with us on Saturday and what we get done. And so this isn't going to just be an egg preservation video. Whoops. Okay, 2 eggs might not work. Let's see. So if I just make this a habit, I guess, in that every Saturday. Why you got another one? What are you going to do with that?
make breakfast.
Oh, I shouldn't take them all then. If I make this a habit that every Saturday or Sunday, I just take whatever extra eggs are left from the week and freeze them. Get it? Then we'll have a good process down. Let's see. I don't know if this video will come out before the one I'm about to reference or if this one will come out. Regardless. This brand of baking powder you can find on Amazon at Whole Foods. And I'm telling you guys, it is the cheapest way to buy baking powder. I tried to buy it in bulk, and you couldn't beat the price per ounce anywhere that I could find anyway. I'm just refilling my jars.
Hopefully it's not too spicy.
I don't normally eat breakfast, but every now and then on the weekend we have breakfast. Like a proper cooked breakfast anymore. We used to do it all the time.
Yeah, not much anymore.
It was cold out there, hunting.
Didn't see any deer?
No deer. I'm not having any luck this year. I think they went to Ohio.
They're all in hiding out.
Yeah, it was like 24 degrees out there this morning, so it was pretty cold. When I came back up, I noticed that all the animals' waters are frozen solid. So I plugged in the goats' water, but I need your help today on the pigs.
Yeah. So after we eat breakfast, we'll get cleaned up. We'll put on some warm clothes and we'll head outside and get some chores done.
We will? I gotta make bread. A mess stand.
All right. It's chilly. Try to get away without a coat today. Rachel's in the house. Her bread is at the point where she's rolling it all out, putting it in her loaf pan, so not sure if she's going to be coming out with us today or not, but got all clean, got dressed. And I have a big list of stuff to do. And I've accomplished nothing in the last week, basically. And I'll tell you why in a little bit, but there we go. Yep. Use some gloves. So it was about, 3 weeks ago, I think I had all these things that you have to do to get ready for winter. And they were all like running around in my head. So one day I was like, okay, I need to put this down on a piece of paper. And once I wrote it all down, I was like, holy cow. So, but I have knocked out a lot of things. Today what I want to get done is we need to get the heaters for all the animal waters, make sure everything's plugged in, good to go, because it got down like 24 degrees last night and they all froze. So we need to remedy that situation. I have some of these things, they're like this kind of, and it's called a thermal cube. And what they do is you basically plug this into an outlet, and then you plug whatever you want to be controlled temperature-wise into it. And basically what it does is if the temperature is above 37, it turns off. Temperature drops below 37, it turns on. So it's perfect for animal water heaters, so you don't waste electricity running your heater when it's above freezing. So maybe it's in the shed. This is not it. This is one of those Wemo ones that you control with the Wi-Fi with the app on your phone. This one is the thermal cube. That's what they look like. Plug this into that.
Well, let's check and see how that bread is doing. Ooh, getting really close. I think we're ready. So this is a Pullman loaf pan, and it makes really good sandwich bread, like nice square edges. Just close it tight. I'll pull it out for the preheat. All right, so oven's preheating. Let's go check those eggs and see if they're frozen. I'm headed down there, so I might as well take all my mason jars. If you're curious, this is about probably a week and a half, 2 weeks of consumption from our pantry. So I'll go down there, take you guys with me, and show you how I store them. That's how, no, I'm just kidding. I'll take you guys down there and show you. It's not really ideal because it is in this back corner in my pantry. And when you try to be cute in your pantry and it's really just in the way, don't do that. So I have them stacked back in like jars that they belong in. So this is like little 4-ounce jars, and I know I've got a couple of those. Thought I had one more. Maybe that's it. Nope, I see it. All right, so that's a whole case of 4-ounce jars that we have finished. So I'll put that up there. This is like jelly jars and these odd-sized pint jars. So I know I've got a few of those. And anyway, as I fill up these cases, they get stacked back on the back wall. Pints, quite a few pints. So that's a whole thing of pints done. This is quarts. So I'll have, oh, you guys cannot even see what I'm doing. Let me see if I can bring you in here. Oh, sorry about this. So I can fit, it's so dark in here, a couple more pints in that box. And then I have this box of quarts or pints I'm still working on. So this is not, what I need to do is I need to get a pint box because this is not a pint box, so they're not fitting properly. So I'm sorry I'm rattling around so much, but I'll do that off camera. I keep all my boxes so I can store them and stack them back appropriately. Anyway, just an idea if you don't know how or hadn't considered keeping your boxes for storing them when they're done. This is what I do. They're frozen up good. See a bunch of eggs. Nice, we'll take them upstairs, get them out of the silicone trays, put them in a bag, and I'll bring them right back down here.
Hi. Hi. You're getting so big. I don't like using things like this because they're really not very weather resistant at all, but I ordered a couple different things. Some of those like little cases that go over things. They'll be here like next week. This will be enough to get us up and running. So I've been pretty absent from the, you guys can't even see, absent from the channel for at least the last week or so, minus my small cameo in the video that we did about moving the chickens out. And the reason for that is I've been sick. I think it was a week ago. Well, today's Saturday, so it was exactly a week ago Saturday. I woke up in the morning and I felt like I got ran over by a truck. My whole body hurt. It was achy. I was weak. I had a headache. My chest hurt. I wasn't coughing or anything. My fever wasn't super high. It was like 99.7, which is still a fever. So I was like, okay, I need to rest, because with all the craziness in the world going on right now, I don't know what I got. So I spent a lot of days resting, doing nothing, taking naps. I think it was Tuesday morning. To get a test, like a COVID test, around here where we live, it's like, there are like not many places where you can do the good test, like the PCR test. It's like same day. You got to basically make an appointment. There's places where you can do like the rapid test, where you know like the results in like 15 minutes, but the reliability on those is so not very good. I didn't want to deal with it. If I'm infected, I really want to know, because I don't want to get somebody else sick. So Tuesday morning, I went and got one of the PCR tests. Definitely some ice in there. You guys fighting? This big one is the bully. Gets most of the food, hey, whoa, most of the water. Whatever she wants, she gets. This was my test on Tuesday morning. They said by Wednesday I still felt pretty crappy. Thursday, I started feeling a lot better on Thursday. Friday, which was yesterday, I basically almost felt normal, probably 90% of 100. And Friday night I got my results back and it was negative, so good not having COVID. But still scary. It's being sick with something that's not COVID right now can be just about as scary as thinking you have it. I was a mess this week.
Oh, one other thing I did. You guys were with me, I think, earlier today when I dumped off my baking powder in my mason jar. I took the label off of the canisters. I'm going to do something cute with these for Christmas gift for my homemade teas. Won't that be super cute? So I just rinsed them out, and just another idea for you, prepping for Christmas. These come out super nice. Nice. Look how cute it is. Okay, yes, please. If you fast forwarded through breakfast this morning, I was asking for ideas on what's your favorite way to use frozen eggs, and what have you found it doesn't work well with. So definitely leave that in the comments below, because I'll definitely want to make sure that I'm not discouraged by this process, right? That it works well for our needs. Like little egg popsicles. So cute. My goodness. Where were all these great creative ideas when I was raising kids? This would have been so good. Just all these little tips I've come up with that one's not quite frozen. Since I've been homesteading, and I just didn't think like this when I was younger, wiser in my years. All right. Nice little bag full of frozen eggs. Very nice. Now take these back, put them in. We'll let those other two freeze up the rest of the way. And I'm super, super excited to have this. Another fantastic way just to preserve the excess eggs now that it's just Todd and I. And we do just have the 2 hens. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, but yes, this is why, because we don't consume a ton of eggs without the kids here.
There's been a lot of crows around lately. We have a new challenge facing us this year for winter that we've not had to really deal with before. And that is our pigs, and keeping our pigs watered during the winter months. Normally we just have our goats and our chickens, and we just do that by taking 5-gallon buckets, take it in the house, we put it in the sink, we fill them up, and we just hand carry them out there. But the pig water is I think it's like a 35-gallon tank, so that's like a lot of buckets to carry all the way out there. This is just our hose that we keep close to the house that I'm putting away for the winter because we don't really need it. This side normally runs all the way out to the pigs. But I have a new tool for this year that I'm going to try out, and it's some little fittings that, like this, that you can hook onto your hose, and then you use your air compressor and you connect it on there and it blows the line out. So what I'm hoping to do, and we'll test it here in a minute, is leave this hose out all winter long. I'm going to remove the little timer that we use from the garden because the freeze is going to kill that thing. And theoretically, we should be able to leave this hose out all winter. When we need to use it, we'll hook it up, we'll run our water, we'll fill the pigs, and then when we're done, we'll unhook it, we'll put this on there, and then use the air compressor and try to blow it out. So we'll do this one as a test and see if it actually works. And if it works, this hose will be empty. I can carry it right down in the basement, put it away for the winter. And it comes with both ends. It comes with like the female end and the male end. So depending on which end of the hose you're blowing out from, you can hook it on either end. So I've already charged up my air compressor, so that's full. Holy cow! I'd say that worked well. Wow. Let's try again. Make sure all the water's out. That is awesome. I almost whacked myself with it though. Alright, cool. So that's going to work. So I'll remove this timer and then we'll drag the hose out. We'll fill the pig water and then we'll try it again on this long hose because this is 80 plus 80. I don't know. It's like over close to 200 feet of hose, I think. So.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw together a quick, simple meal for Todd and I tonight. I just probably a tablespoon or so of minced garlic. I'm going to add 2 frozen chicken breasts, half a bottle of aged balsamic vinaigrette, and a block of cream cheese. Actually, half a block is all I'm going to put in there. And a quarter cup-ish of Parmesan. That's it. We're going to cook this on high, probably about 4 hours, and I'll come back, shred up all the chicken, throw in some broccoli leaves, for some greens, and we'll serve it over some penne pasta. Not sure if you guys are still going to be around for that, so that's why I'm telling you what I'm doing. All right. Oh, yes. I did not mess it up this time. Ta-da! Perfect sandwich bread. Down to the USA pan and knit right on top of the loaf. If you don't know what that means, is an emblem on the Pullman pans on the loaf. And I always try to get that little stamp on top. Man, I sure have no idea how just adding a little bit of honey to that last batch wrecked it. It was just so sticky, all stuck to the pan, didn't rise right. I don't know. I had to have done something else different. It was one of those days when you're trying to make bread while you're working. All right. How about them apples? Ooh, pretty darn nice, huh? So I just let it cool. I always have to take a slice out about this wide because otherwise it doesn't fit in my bread box, which is a nice treat with some warm butter and honey on it.
Things going as planned. The pig water is full. Screw this on. Now I can't like plug this in and show you what happens out there at the exact same time because I only have one camera and I can't. By the time I plug this in and run all the way out there, it's gonna be done. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take you guys out there and then I'll come back and plug this in and you guys can watch and see what happens. Seemed to work well. I'm excited to see the footage. See if it shot out of there like a cannon. That should completely drain all the water out of this hose. That way we can leave it out and it won't break. Having frozen water in a hose sucks because you can't use it when it's froze, but it generally quite often breaks your hose too because the water expands and then your hose is dead at that point. So this should save our hose, make watering the pigs this winter a lot easier. They don't go to the butcher until January, mid to late January, somewhere around January 20 something maybe. So this will help us keep them watered.
All right, this has been going for quite a few hours now. I'm just seeing how close we are to done. Oh yeah, that chicken's done. So I'm just gonna give it a good mix and add my, add the broccoli bits. Oh, it's hot. Stop. Yeah, not quite done, so probably another hour and a half or so and dinner will be ready, but I'll go ahead and throw that broccoli in after I slice this chicken. So this is just a bag of broccoli greens. Put in there. Looks and smells delicious.